Welcome aboard. Nice to have you with us in our very own Dungeon and Dribble for another episode of Take the Two. Just four out of shape armchair critics, minus the one this week, who have absolutely no idea what we're talking about. How we going, boys?
Fantastic.
Good
COVID
evening.
free.
Yeah, so obviously Vossi's missing in action again. He'll have to be reprimanded and just see what the outcome with that is.
A fine.
Yes, I hope you're right with that one, Frosty. So we'll get straight into the social update and the tipping comp, French, if you don't mind.
Yeah, social's going really well, as always. 7 weeks in a row. Really good. Take the2.com, all your social links and needs, that will sort you out. Few comments from the keyboard warriors. We'll get into that a bit later. But if you need anything, get in touch with us. Tips at take the2.com. We've also got a few little things on what do you call it? This is a great start to the show.
You're going good.
Yeah.
A few text messages and our number you can reach us at 0478 658 696. Yeah. And while you're there, if you're on YouTube, down bottom right hand side of the screen is the subscribe button. Make sure you're subscribed. We can see who isn't. So hit that subscribe button down there.
And do you want to do the tips, the top five before we get into the keyboard warriors?
I wasn't
Has it
finished.
changed?
Still trying to work it out.
I got a lot. I got a lot on.
Okay.
Yeah, we got a new leader. Paddy Whack is now on top. Toby's tips declined a little bit. And plus size Harry is still around. Ant-Man and Shivo. So the top five is still pretty consistent, but if you look down the ladder a bit, that down towards 15th, you're still well and truly in it. Only a couple games, and you'll be in the top five. So keep up the good work.
Very good. So we'll move into the keyboard warriors. Sandeep says, my wife is Fat Harry in the tipping comp. And Uncle Bobby, he's on fire. He likes loading up and having a bit of a crack. He must be desperate for a cat or something like that. He goes, yeah, quite enjoyable. Not much music. I don't know whether he says good for that or good informed comments, good banter, but tipping Newcastle to beat the Dogs. Does Frenchie actually watch rugby league? That's a fair
That's a bit
question.
rough, though.
Mm.
They're only 20 points behind, but fair call.
And then one thought, why don't you each tell a short joke as your subscribers can decide who is funny and who should listen in the background. So that's probably
I'm scared.
not a bad idea. So we might have a
I'm
crack
scared.
as the bar is quite low in the joke of the week. Uh, uh, surely we
Things can
can't.
only go up.
Anik says, "Take the two girls, huh? Kissing your sister for me would be taking the two girls. Call me 555. Hey, Frenchie." So
Whoa.
I
more
wouldn't
to
go
come
on
with that, no
there.
doubt. Benny
Mm.
Ballbag says that
Oops.
bloke who said he would take Lehigh over Ponga is off his head. He has the same opinion of some kid from DY with manly bed sheets and seagull triangle undies.
Wow.
Yeah,
What
well.
is he talking about?
So, do you want to go through a couple of those text messages, Mr. French?
Yeah, I won't go through them all, but we've
People
had
have
a
had some fun with it.
yeah, we had a few anonymous guys. So, you want to put your name to it? Sure. If you don't, I'm going to give you a number. So 695, they put in a request for Frosty to change his wig. So
Okay. Color or just the wig?
I would say just the
Okay.
wig, just the
Okay.
whole piece.
I would
So
have
if you're going to
added
get
face
Mm.
as well, but anyway.
yeah, he's booked a flight to Turkey very
Okay.
shortly.
Mm.
And 892 has put in a really good offer if I've considered a bloke friend the night. So yes,
A
I
what?
have. And
Bloke.
yeah, if you want to meet up and
Okay.
have a bit of fun, let me know.
Shit.
You got my number. So yeah, appreciate all the feedback and keep them coming. We've got a few voice recordings. I think we'll save them for a later, maybe special edition. But the more the
Fans
better.
only.
Mm.
Is there a certain time frame that those texts have come through, French, or is
Very late.
would
Yeah.
that be a weeknight or no?
Nah, usually Friday, Saturday night, and
Yeah, well,
there's some good ones.
But the good thing for you, rookie, is that we're on the same time zone now, so
Yeah, I'll still be awake.
they
I'll
they
be.
may not be as late.
Mm, I'll keep an eye out. Don't worry. If I get a good offer, that is.
well, there you go. Keep those offers coming, guys.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. We'll get a hat out to Bob there, I reckon.
Yeah, definitely. Good on you,
Mm.
Bob. Keep
Bob.
keep up the input. Moving on to apologies. Um, I'll go first. Just quickly for me this week, it's just obviously the my amateur audio lack of skill slash skill set, whatever you want to call it. I apologize. Still working on it. Um, having a bit of fun with it. So I apologize. I'll probably be apologizing every week for it, but sometimes maybe good, sometimes all the way shit. What about you, Frosty? You got anything?
Yeah, I got two.
Yeah,
My
wow.
first is for the Take the Two NRL podcast team. I've gone 13 plus the first 5 weeks, and it's failed dismally, and I look like a peanut and I feel like a peanut. And the second the second one is don't follow my tips. So I've gone backwards in the bloody footy tipping comp. I don't know what's going on. I'm ashamed.
At least he's honest.
I think you're like one of those tipsters on Sky Racing. You just throw off tips and then back other teams and other horses. That's when you clean up, eh? Is
Get
that
the odds
No,
right?
up.
no, no. I don't have the money to do that.
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
Well,
Uh,
I suppose I better
what do you got?
apologize for the Knights for saying I love the Knights. Um, yeah, they didn't do us any favors on Sunday night. But yeah. Yeah, the other day I my guts were a little bit sore and I was just getting some food for the week in aisle 7 down at Coles, and I accidentally let one go, and yeah, there was no one around. The next minute, two ladies come past and yeah, just got a full force of what I dropped, and had to just I didn't even pay for groceries. I just walked out. I was too embarrassed. So I'm sorry to
Was
those
there any
ladies.
feedback on that?
I heard
What
some dry
store?
reaching, but yeah, I had to get out of there.
Do you want to name the store or the
Mm.
Yeah,
location?
Coles.
Is that
Oh,
it?
7.
Coles that.
Aisle 7. Can we have a mop and bucket in aisle 7? Thanks. All right, boys. So we'll move on to this week's burning question. Frosty, you want to hit us up?
Yep. Mine is, are the doggies the real deal or not? They've
Nah.
really played nobody, and even though they're on top of the comp, doggy supporters are talking them up. Everyone else isn't, and yeah, I'm not sure myself. I don't
Yeah,
think they are.
they haven't played much. I think you answered it. They haven't played any hard teams.
Mm.
I think the NRL wants them to win. I'm not sure about that,
Shit.
but yeah, no, they're probably due. They're doing all right. So I suppose you can't bag them out too much, but you win games. You know, if you got to play versus Parramatta, that might be hard, but yeah, they're all right.
Well, I
He's
think
agreed with me. First time in what, 6 weeks? Jesus.
there you go.
Mm.
Well, I think the polar bear he hates my response to the dogs, but yeah, you're right. They haven't played anyone. Don't get me wrong; they're doing they're playing okay. My question would be to counter that one would be how long can they sustain it at that level? And the players that they've got, they're getting the maximum out of. And I don't think when it comes to the later part of the season, they're going to have the edge to go a little bit further. Like your halfback, he's playing really well at the moment, but I don't think he can get any better. And in a big game like that, in like a final or whatever, Burton's Burton's probably not going to be the main man, and he needs a halfback to go hard. So whilst they're going okay, yeah, I don't. I think they'll finish in the top four. I said that at the start of the year, but I don't think they'll take the leap of faith, if you like. So I can't wait to get shot down from the old polar bear about that one. Bring it on. What do you got, Frenchie?
I suppose that because it happened on the weekend, that the goal line dropout, you work so hard to get a repeat set. That's kind of what you kind of build to. And it happened twice in the Souths game, Souths and Rabbits, Souths and Roosters. They I think Latrell kicked it and it went short, but it bounced over the line and the other one bounced out. And it was really lucky. Like that doesn't happen very often. Why can't the attacking team touch the ball before the 10-meter line? Like, why do you have to stand there and wait? Because in rugby, you can touch it whenever you can. You can touch it and the other team can't. There's no benefit to getting the goal line dropout anymore. It's a 50-50. It's a lottery. Yeah, why? I don't know. I don't have a question.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's a stupid rule. Um, if the opposition kick it and they can't touch it until it goes 10 meters, yeah, that's fair enough. But the team that's potentially receiving the ball should be able to touch it whenever they want
Hmm.
because they should have earned the right to get the ball back because they've caused the dropout. And then the other thing is, why I don't understand why they always go for the short dropout. I know they're trying to get the
Well,
ball back, but all the defense now is condensed and they come up
sure.
within the 40-meter line. And some guys can kick it 50, 55. They've only got to
Hmm.
get a bit of a roll on and it goes 60 meters, and then they can be starting to set at what the 40-meter line. Like surely that's not a bad, or it's got to be a better option.
Well, I'm the opposite. I think why would you go long when you've got such a good chance of going short? There's
Because
no penalty because you kick out on the full. It doesn't matter. So
yeah,
go short.
well, it used to be. I thought it used to be a penalty, didn't it?
Nah, 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 not anymore.
No, not now, but it used to be like many years ago.
Yeah, but teams got really good at it. Like there's Burton and nah, I think Lomax is probably really good at them and Latrell. They got big boots. Anyway, I don't know. It frustrated me.
What do you think, Frosty?
Yeah, I don't know. Why they started doing short dropouts, I'll never know. It doesn't work for me. If I'm a defender, I want to rest. So, yeah.
Charge that wheelchair up.
Yep.
Those tires. Oh, that didn't really help you, did it, French? So,
Nah, I didn't. I
Mm,
didn't. I didn't have a question. I just talking.
mm.
I want you to talk some shit.
What do you got?
My burning question this week is: have the Panthers finally come back to the pack? So in previous years, when they've lost certain players, yeah, and they've lost a few, we've uh, we've thought, oh yeah, they've got a good system, next man up mentality will help them out, which has worked. Don't get me wrong for the last 4 to 5 years, but because there's so many players that have left and the players that they've brought in are not used to the person next to them working hard and going that extra mile, do you think it's the slowly they're wearing thin and, as I said, coming back to the pack?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, they've had a few injuries this year, and they played. Look, you look at round one; they played so well versus the Sharks. We thought, oh, geez, we're in for another year of Penrith doing really well, and they've shit the bed. But Frosty keeps tipping them, so they must have something good.
My second
But
favorite team.
what do you reckon?
Yeah, it's hard to say. I mean, they always had that, you know, mentality of someone comes in and they're in already and away they go. And maybe not so much now, but I'm still not sure because it's only still round five and Like I said to the bloke at work, I mean, if you didn't win another game this year, would you really care being a Penrith supporter? You
Yes,
just won the last four. Like at the end of the
absolutely,
day,
I'd
you just
care.
go, no, I wouldn't. But yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, it's a tricky one because obviously the players coming in aren't match ready like they have been. So
Mm.
mm,
Don't write them off
there's
just
still
yet.
time.
Mm.
I'm not writing them off. I just don't think.
No.
They've come back.
Yeah, yeah. So
Imagine if they finish eighth. Oof,
yeah, well,
how
that's right.
scary
If
would
I
that
finish
be?
yeah, seventh or eighth. Imagine that having to play the then like week one and week
hmm
two. Oh no.
You watch all the footy shows and you listen to the radio, and no one's writing them off. It's just unheard of.
Time will tell. Eh? Watch this space.
Well, yeah, yeah.
All right, so we'll move along to the weekend recap plus charge sheet. So just firing through these ones. On Thursday night, we had the Raiders and the Sharks. Seb Crisp, Careless High, $1,000. Huddy Young, Careless High, 1,800. Billy Burns, Careless High, 1,000. Thanks for coming.
Mm. Is
Raiders
that?
24, Sharks 20.
Oh, I was going to say, does that money go all in the middle like in Monopoly? Is it just a free for all, or does that go to Vegas? Anyway, sorry for interrupting.
Well, they reckon it goes to the what? The fund for retired players or something. But yeah,
Mm.
I mentioned this before. I said to you, it's
Oh, I probably wasn't
Bermuda
listening.
Triangle. It's bizarre. And I go with that.
Yeah, good,
As
mate.
good as kissing your sister. Mm.
Oh, there you
Mm.
go.
Yeah, so they scored the miracle try at the last minute, and Nico Hines took the two in the 58th minute. Yeah, bludger again.
On the Friday night, we had the Panthers versus the Cowboys. Reese Robson, Careless High, $1,000. Moses Leota, a crusher tackle, early plea, 1,500.
Penrith 18, Cowboys 22. The old Panthers come home, but they didn't have enough time. Another bludger of a game.
Bludger of a tip, too.
Sorry,
And then
I've
we
given
had
it away.
South Sydney and the Roosters. There's no charges on the Friday night.
Yeah, wow. You would have expected that, wouldn't you?
Mm.
No?
The
Oh.
crackdown.
Well,
Yeah,
just
you can't hear
because
me?
no, I couldn't.
Get closer to the
It
screen.
must have been the microwave. South 20, Roosters 14. So South lost both their halves in the first half too, which was bizarre. And the ironing board, Ravalawa, because he's the new ironing board, obviously, with Tahamis. And yeah, I thought, Jesus, they're going for all money. And no, Latrell, he saved the day in the 70th minute. He threw that forward pass that won them the game.
Well, did you,
No, it wasn't forward.
did you see the footage? That someone in the replay, someone's photoshopped the touchdown in there.
Yes.
Uh, on the Saturday, we had the Eels against the Dragons. Will Penasini, dangerous contact, early play 750. That was it for that game.
That was a good game.
Sorry,
Did we say?
what's $750 going to do? Like,
Oh, I know. That's what I said to you when you got me to do it. What 2 or 3 weeks ago? I just thought this is outrageous. It's a week minimum, and then you go from there. Surely, like
Mm.
oh, sorry. If you have a look at the details, it says base penalty 1,500, and then it's got first offence, and then it's got 3 year incident free discount, early plea 750. Like, come on.
It's like your demerit points,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah, right.
speeding 1 to 10.
it was a great game. Did you see it? No,
I watched three
no.
quarters of it.
Lomax he kicked that 45-meter penalty goal in the 75th minute, and it was like, wow.
They were all
That,
talking up Gutho to come back and haunt Parra, and he did. He scored a couple, didn't he? And then all of a sudden, Lomax comes back to haunt the Dragon.
yeah, and then he kicked the field goal in Golden Point 3 minutes in, so he did well. I mean, Dragons were terrible. Like
Mm.
to be leading 20-8,
They've
no
done that
good at all.
twice.
Yeah,
They're up versus
yeah,
South and they let South in, and same again with Para, and they still beat Melbourne. It's kind of weird, isn't it?
yeah. So we had a few take the twos. Old Lomax, obviously in the 45th minute, and then obviously early on in the 6th minute, and then Val Holmes in the 22nd and the 65th. So that's probably the game of the round for my pick. But yeah,
And then we had the Titans versus the Dolphins. Tino, careless high tackle, early play one match. And then Ray Stone, careless high tackle, early play one match. And then we had Joloffe.
Joffy,
Well done.
He had a careless high tackle, and he said, "There you go. You have your 1,000, both or more. Careless high tackle. Took an early play, and there we go. $750.
Titans 10, Dolphins 36. Jeez, the Titans were disappointing, weren't they?
We all talked them up.
They didn't
We,
fire. Yeah, didn't fire a shot at home. It was like, oh, Daniel Saifidi, how good's he going? Since he signed with the Dolphins,
yeah.
I made sure I watched him last week, and he was really good.
Put him in
Anyway, Jermaine,
your
hey,
team.
you what?
Put him in your super coach team.
No, I'm not on Supercoach, but yeah, I would. So Jermaine Asako took the two three times, 19th, 36th, and 73rd minute.
A lot of twos.
Yeah.
It was. They were scared.
Mm.
Then we had the Broncos versus Tigers. Pia Cora, careless high, early play, two matches. Tony Staggs, dangerous contact, tripping, early play, $1,000.
Tigers disappointing, weren't they?
I didn't give him a chance, so
Oh,
Mm.
at half time, 14
Ju-
12. I thought, geez,
Yeah, just before half time, they're up by six, and
they're going to go for it here. They're going to knock the Bronx over. And then in 5 minutes in the second half, no, Bronx just went bang bang with the two tries. And
mm.
oh, Reynolds kicked that bloody 2-point field goal too, right at the stroke at half time, which is no good at all. And Reece Walsh took the two in the 79th minute for the Maltese.
you think the Tigers fell into the trap of passing the ball legally, like behind?
Possibly.
How was that Cobbo moment? Like,
Yeah.
watch it again. Billy Walters is in front of him running,
Mm,
and then no, play on. I
yeah.
don't. I can't talk about it,
It's a
but I
conversation
will.
we're having every week.
And why is it always the Tigers?
When
That
beat
make you
them,
feel better,
yeah,
fully?
kick them in the guts. That's
All
all right.
right, get on to the next game. It's a
Yes.
cracker.
No, yeah, it was.
On the Sunday, we had Manly versus Melbourne. Corey Waddell, uh, careless high tackle, early plea, two matches.
Eagles 24, Storm 48. They blew them off the park. Grant Anderson scored 3 tries. Ruben Garrick took the two in the 3rd minute. Don't know why. And then again in the 39th minute. Very disappointing.
Did that one hurt, Frosty?
It did. Yeah.
Good.
I could have turned it off, but I didn't.
I was going to say, honest question, did you turn it off?
No, I didn't.
That's not like you.
Mm, I just, I give us a sniff, but didn't happen.
Yeah, well. Then the last game we had the Dogs versus the Knights. Jacob Preston, Careless High, Early Plea, 1800. Phoenix, Crossland, Dangerous Trip, $1,000. Kurt Mann, Crusher, 3,000. Adam Elliott, Careless High, Early Plea, 1,000.
Dogs probably were in second gear, weren't they? 20-0. Now, Phoenix Crossland, that trip, he
Mm.
should have got 6 weeks, really, shouldn't he? Isn't that what they got back in the day with a trip?
I can't see how you can get fined $1,000 for a trip.
Uh,
Well, if you get Sim in, like, is that not worth a 1 week off?
If it's something for a dangerous, well, they class it as dangerous contact. So yeah.
Yes.
too
Like
many, too many different categories in the
it
dangerous contact.
it is. It
it's
is,
a
isn't it?
trip. I just don't get it.
Yeah. Either
It's actually
penalise him or don't
cheating.
penalise him.
He's trying to cheat.
They went halfway.
Yeah,
Uh,
pretty much. Yeah.
he should have got 18 months.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
I'll back you.
Mm.
Now
Six
he's
weeks
playing
will do me,
halfback.
but yeah, give him 18 months. I, wow.
All right, boys. Let's go to who's training you jumping on board this week? Frosty?
Got to be the Storm.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. What do you say? Like they ambushed us, a brookie or 4 points, whatever you want to call it, and back to their best. I didn't think the week before hurt them that much, but it hurt us. That's for sure.
Yeah. Well, to add to that, I've got the
Yeah.
Storm too, but I've put the Storm spine. So
Mm-hmm.
Job Pappenhausen, who's had plenty of injuries, just seems to have come back better, quicker. Just pops up in all the right places. Jerome Hughes has supposedly got a broken hand. Is that right? And you wouldn't think so. Still in the thick of it. Munster, he's had some injury problems, but no, he just seems to fill in that missing piece in the spine. And then obviously Harry Grant. Um, he's played a lot of football over the last couple of years and hasn't missed much. Um, when I say you add in state of origin and playing for Australia, like he's unreal. So yeah, I'm adding the Storm spine to your Storm. What do you got, French?
I got the Cowboys. No one expected them to win. They went down to Penrith and won. I thought it was pretty impressive. Even though Penrith aren't traveling that well. They got South over in Perth this week on Saturday. They'll thump South. South's a stink. Tip of the week,
Wow.
right here, live. Cowboys will get the job done, and then they got the week off. So, they build a bit of momentum, they have the week off. So, they really need to win this game.
Yeah, right.
So, yep, I think they're shoo-ins,
You're just saying that to
Jeez.
try and cover for your mate, old Toddy Payton. You don't want him to get.
possibly. It's a hard week. It was a hard week to actually. I don't know if I learnt anything, but yeah.
I've learnt nothing over the first 5 weeks. Don't worry.
Mm,
Mm.
Some may say
mm.
the last couple of years. But then,
Wow. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. It's a bit worrying. You got to look for like who's refereeing the games
oh,
while you. I
Mm.
didn't want to bring it up.
Mm.
When you look at the game, you're like, oh yeah, fuck, all right, Dolphins, Panthers at Suncorp. Yeah, who's refereeing the game? Yeah, oh fuck, all right, well that changes everything. Anyway, move on.
uh, all right, so we'll go to uh, who's in the sin bin this week, boys? Frosty.
That's got to be the touchies, doesn't it? They've got to go to Specsavers,
Which
honestly.
one? All of them.
Yeah. How the hell they're not in line? Like when you watch TV and they're absolutely dead in line and they miss forward passes. It's a joke. It's got worse this year.
Did
What's
I
the solution?
not say that last week?
Uh, yes, you did.
Yeah. The problem is I had a rant about it last week, and then as you said, the same thing again this week. Like that's,
Mm.
and the worst thing is they've cut the Graham Annesley coming out on a Monday, so because otherwise, imagine the barrage of questions he would have copped, especially on
Yeah.
tough,
Mm.
let alone everything else, and how he wouldn't have been able to cover for it. Like
Mm. Well, he couldn't last year anyway, though, could he?
I know,
It was
but
really a waste of time.
I just like hearing his fucking rubbish.
Yeah,
He's
no.
like a
The
politician.
sinking
He was a
ship.
politician, wasn't he?
Yes, not for long, though. Excuse, excuse, excuse.
Who you been in French?
I've got a two-league multi. I've got the Dragons who give up leads and just they have really good moments in the game, then just shit the bed. And week in, week out, like it's just you never know what you're going to get. And the back of Newcastle as well. I sat through that game and it's just drop ball after drop ball. They had nothing. They really had nothing, and I'm not backing them this week
Or
because
ever
they're
again this year.
horrible. Probably, maybe. So it's just very inconsistent, just simple, small little errors that are horrible and not closing out games on the Dragons end. So they're off my Christmas card list.
The solution is just put 5 instead of 500. Be a multi.
Ah, 500.
Or
Is that it?
50.
Well, don't fill out the ticket and just hand the money over and say thank you. Have a nice day.
Well, feels like it sometimes, doesn't it?
Which leads me to my sin. You mentioned it earlier, Frosty, and your apologies.
Mm.
I'll take the two multi. Um, we're supposed to be making money, toiling away, but we're going for ridiculous bets.
Not
Um,
anymore.
oh, okay.
Yes.
Someone picking 13 plus every week after week.
You
Like,
won't get any more. I told you that in the apology. You won't get any more. No.
I'm picking someone 13 plus this week. So we need to reevaluate and try and chip away. Small steps and win little.
Mm.
Plenty of
I've
little wins.
realised that. Yes.
Plenty of little wins add up to
Mm.
a big drink at the end of the season.
Jeez, we're going to be thirsty.
We've still got we've still got about 20 more rounds to go, haven't we? So yeah, we'll
Just
just
get
have,
one winner.
we might just have to wait when we go somewhere where it's happy hour, so the drinks are cheaper. So we can get more in.
Kicks is closed.
Kicks. Wow,
Yes.
that's lining it back.
Mm.
You'd be too young for kicks, wouldn't you, French?
I don't know where
Yeah.
that is or what that is.
Parramatta Lee's Club.
Mm.
Oh, no.
It would be like dollar drinks on a
Yep.
Tuesday
I
night.
think it was $12 to get in. It was Wednesdays, Fridays, Saturdays, I think, from
Dollar
memory.
drinks like
Yeah.
buy heaps instead
12
of
bucks to get in and dollar drinks all night, Frenchie.
Oh, wow.
And that was top shelf drinks too. They weren't watered down.
Oh, wow.
Mm.
That's not happening anymore, is it?
No.
RSA's come into it and just
Yes.
spoiled everything. Our party
Mm.
movers.
Bloody
Mm.
RBTs.
Maybe they should go in the syndicate. That's all right, boys. Let's move on to this week's teams. Normally, Vossi has a crack at this, but Frosty's put his hand up. On the Thursday night at Suncorp, 7:50. You got the Dolphins at $3 versus the high flying 13 plus Panthers at $1.39.
So the ends for the Dolphins, you got Junior Tupu, Ken Bromwich, Max Figurnet, Oren Kelly, Tom Gilbert. And for the Panthers, you got Dylan Edwards. They're saying, I'm still not sure, but we'll see. Jesse McLean, Luke Summerton, Maverick Geyer. This is obviously a bench, so it's hard to say. Scott Sorensen and Trent Toulouse. So
Yeah, well,
it's up at where? Suncorp or
yeah, Suncorp.
Suncorp.
yeah. Well, I can't believe they're not playing at KO. They hardly seem to play there, but anyway. I'll go for the Panthers to bounce back.
13 plus.
No. No, there's no more 13 pluses this year for me. I'm over it. I've reined it in.
Yeah, that's right. It makes a bit of a difference when Dylan Edwards is back. I think he's probably
Well, is he going to be back? That's the thing. We're not sure. But they've named him on an extended bench. So,
he's number one on my list.
okay. Yeah, that
So
can still change. Remember, Dane Laurie was number one a couple of weeks ago and
yeah,
ended up pulling him out. So,
he'll find a
through
nice spot
injury.
in reserve
So,
grade. Don't worry.
mm,
Yeah, Panthers should bounce back. They should bounce back. They really need to. You can't just keep doing this. First, those shitty teams, you need to win, and they'll do it Thursday tomorrow.
Yeah, I think Penrith will win. They should just attack Junior Tupou's wing and put him under pressure. He'll be straight back in Resi's next week, I would have thought. So moving on to Friday night game. First one at Wynn Stadium, 6 o'clock. The Dragons at $1.53 versus the Titans at $2.52.
Dragons, you got Loco Pacific Tonga in, Lincoln King of Tongi, Matthew Afige, and Raymond Fatilia Marina in. The same with the Titans. We've got Alan Fitzgibbon. Don't know who the hell he is. Jojo Fafita, Sam Verrills, Tom Weaver, and Tamika Simpkins in. And obviously the big loss is Tino because he's going to miss. Is it a week? Did we say? Yeah. I'll go the Dragons because it's down at Win, but not sure.
Yeah, okay. I just realised Tino's out. Great study on my end.
Yeah, you obviously didn't watch the game.
Or
Oh, I thought.
listen to what I said in
Mm,
the recap.
mm. So you better join the Peanuts.
I thought it was his other brother. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going Titans. Give me the Titans. They'll step up without their leader, Chris Randall. Gonna be a lock. No problems. Titans get the job done.
I'd like to. I like to. I'd like to
You
get
like what?
the week, but I was just thinking surely the Dragons have got to step up here at Win. But then I'm thinking they've got no forwards. Tyrell Sloan plays on the wing and gets dragged back like a little rag doll. I'm thinking, oh wow, surely the
Ili
Titans, surely
Ilias and Flanagan.
Titans can't be that bad again this week. So
Mm,
I don't know. Can I go a draw? I'll pick a draw.
sure.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how undecided I am. So and second game on Friday night, up at Suncorp, Broncos $1.18 versus the Roosters at $4.95.
Benjamin Tiakura is in. Blake Musa, Dean Mariner, Jock Madden, and Tyson Smoothie have all been named in the extended bench, obviously. Ethan King, Makusi, Makota, Marky Mark, Taylor, who? Lasula, and Victor Radley. But yeah, hard to say. I don't know whether he'll be back or not. I'd have to go the Broncos up there, obviously.
Yeah, give me the Roosters. Broncos no good. They're due. They're not very good, but they're due. Um, I've tipped him every week. I think the Roosters. Broncos are pretenders, and yeah, get me down for the Roosters.
Broncos are pretenders.
Yeah,
Jeez.
I think it'll be a lot closer than you think.
I didn't say anything. I just said Broncos to win. I don't go any margins anymore. It burnt me too much.
Fully
This is generally a good game. Between these two.
When? 5 years ago?
Oh,
20.
but I think the Broncos in front of 44,000 on a Friday night. They should get the bickies.
It'll be
Uh,
50.
but they might be. You know, I
Mm.
guarantee what there will be. There'll be forward passes galore because that's.
Mhm.
And then on the Super Saturday, we travel the first game travel all the way over to WA, Optus Stadium, 3 o'clock for the Sharks, $1.49 versus Seagulls at $2.63.
Jaden Beryl, Jesse Cooligan, Safika Talaki, and Tegan Wilton are in. For the Eagles, they're saying Jake Arthur is on the bench. I don't know why. Josh Alloway, Lockie Croker's supposed to be back, Michael Cheekham, and Tommy Talau. Uh, I'm going to obviously go the Eagles over there. I think they'll bounce back after their loss last week. Sharks didn't fire, so
Yeah, I think over there in Perth, well, it's a rivalry. Why not live in Sydney? Give me the
Battle of the
Sharks.
Beaches.
They'll bounce back. Um,
Who?
the Sharks.
Oh, what is a
Yep.
vowel?
They'll bounce back. The Sharks are
Oh, vowel.
they usually beat the shit teams, so yeah, they'll flog Manly.
Okay.
Uh, I'll go the Sharks. I don't think either team can't be as poor as what they were last week, surely. But oh yeah, I'll take the Sharks, but with no confidence whatsoever. And then there's obviously this is a double header, and at 5:30 game we've got the Rabbitohs at $2.07 versus the Cowboys at $1.79.
This ain't the big ends. Alex Johnston, Ewan Aiken, Fletcher Myers, Hazen Millars, Nathaniel Tua, Talisi Attar, and Thomas Fletcher. For the Cowboys, they're saying Carl Lawton, Ruben Cotter, Thomas Michaela, and Zach Leipert. Obviously, Cody Walker, Jamie Humphreys, and the ironing board are out, obviously, so that's going to be a loss. But I'll still take the Bunnies over there. They impressed me last week. Obviously, all those three went early, and they still got the chockies, so
Bit hard without Cody Walker. Holds it together.
you got
Cowboys are
Latrell
specials.
there, big boy.
Yeah, well, let's see how he likes defending and
He doesn't.
burning calories.
Hang on, before you give, I know who you're going to pick, right? But you said a bit hard with how Cody Walker holds it together. But didn't you forget the spoon?
Yeah, I haven't tipped them once this year.
Wow.
They can still get the spoon.
Okay, okay.
They're not winning this game. Cowboys specials.
Jeez.
Oh,
Specials.
with confidence, that's good.
Hmm. Were they specials last week against the Panthers? I'm
No,
sure you took the Panthers.
no, but that just gave me confidence.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very
I
good.
watched the games.
Okay.
Cowboys win.
That's what you
Let's
need to
move
do.
on.
Hmm.
What do you got?
Kills me, but yeah, I'm going to go the Bunnies.
You're not.
It
Uh,
kills me too, don't worry.
I just think over there it'll be a dry track, um, and I think the Bunnies will get the money. But it wouldn't bother me if they lost. So, and then the last game on the Super Saturday at TIO. So is that up in Darwin? Is it?
There
Yeah.
is.
Yes, it's the Eels at $2.86 versus the Raiders at $1.43.
The Bailey Simonson, Dean Kerr. Now this is going to kill Bossy because they're talking about Volkman being back in. So that will kill him.
I watched.
And Ryan Madison, they're saying, is in as well. So I don't know where he's been, but for the Raiders, Adam Cook, never heard of him. Danny Levi supposedly back. Asami Sula and Trey Mooney are in. I'm actually going to go the Eels up there.
Yeah, wow.
It's hard for me, but yeah, I reckon the Eels. I said last week they were on a roll. I should have tipped them and I didn't, but I thought they were getting closer and closer, and they got the monkey off the back, and I think they can do it again.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that'll be a one-off for the year.
Okay.
Give me the Raiders. You know, they're just better. They're just a better team. Um, Dylan Brown, still drunk. He's still drunk. And Lomax has broke his foot as well.
Yeah, 4 weeks. Yeah.
So give me the Raiders.
I watched the reserve grade last week, Parramatta, and I was looking at Ronald Volkman. he was struggling in reserve grade, so I don't know how he's
That's
going
what I
to
said.
back.
Vossi's going to be blowing up.
Did I read earlier that Mitchell Moses is out for the year, or no? No,
I didn't read that.
I thought I heard that
Could
he's
be
out.
wrong, but yeah.
He's going to
I thought
be.
they were only saying last week he was only about 2 weeks away.
Yeah, I thought. Yeah,
There you go. Could have got the old set back.
I might have been dreaming or whatever, but
Mm.
yeah, I think
That's a wrong dream.
yeah, this is probably bad
Is
timing
that
for
all I
Parramatta
got?
to go away from like Sydney, because they obviously just won.
Mm.
Now they're going all the way to Darwin. But yeah, I think the Raiders will be too good for them. Then on Sunday down at Amy Park at 2 o'clock, we got the Storm $1.14 versus the Warriors at $5.80.
Ins, we got Joe Chan. Who the hell is that? I'll have to look at his profile picture. I don't know who he is. Kane Bradley, Keegan Russell Smith, and Sulavaki Falogo. For the Warriors, we've got Jacob Laban, but no, Rocco Berry. Now he is junk. Samuel Healy and Tarn Boyd. I don't rate him either. Didn't he play for the Titans?
He tried to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll go the Tit. I'll go the. I was going to say Titans. See, I got the Titans on the brain. I'll go the Storm to win. It eats me.
Storm going to flog them. Have you seen their record versus
Mm.
the Warriors? They just annihilate them. Yeah, I think I'm not on the Warriors, so Storm should win by plenty. I'll say 20 plus.
Jeez.
Yeah, I think the Storm will be quite convincing. I don't know whether it's by 20, but might be just 13 plus maybe.
Yes. Yes.
And then they round out the round at McDonald Jones Stadium at 4 o'clock. We had the Knights $1.67 versus the Tigers at $2.20.
Haven't these two teams already played each other this year? Jesus. Ins, Francis Manululu, Jackson Hastings, K. Pierce Paul, Kyle McCarthy, Matthew Arthur, who the hell's that? Paul Bryan, Riley Jones, and Tyrone Thomas. Okay. Brent Naden, yeah, not a fan. Big in, Jerome Lew, obviously, and Jarrell Skelton. Kit who?
That
Lalui.
leaky, isn't it?
Laliki, Lalui, and Samuel Funaki is back in as well. Fanu, I should say. We got Funaki on the brain. I'll go the Tigers
Mm.
to bounce back because the Knights were woeful.
Yeah, I tried my best to pick the Tigers, but I think I went with Newcastle. I don't know.
Oh, you know me on the Tigers.
It's game of the round, isn't it? Jeez, what else are you going to do
I
on
Really?
don't think I'd
Sunday
say that, but
afternoon?
yes. Mm.
I can't. I can't pick the Tigers.
Well, don't.
I'm not.
Exactly.
I can't do it to myself. I'm going to be bald by the end of the season.
You
Yeah,
what?
I'm going to be bald if I keep
Oh,
backing the Tigers.
yeah.
Bald and grey.
We hear
That
you.
might have to change my wig.
Mm. Yeah, at least I'm not bald. That's the main part.
Mm.
This game is probably my worst nightmare.
Oh no.
Knights are missing some players. The Tigers have got some players back. You got to wait all week for your team to play the last game of the round, and it generally never ends good. So on that note, I'm going to pick the Tigers. And then, of course, we've got the Doggies who have got the bye this week. So another case of the NRL looking after them, eh?
Yeah.
Mm,
What do you reckon, Polar Bear?
mm.
All right, so moving on to we can't do Super Coach because the guru's not here.
Oh, please.
Yeah. Not unless one of you blokes want to step up.
No.
I don't do it.
I've got to
No.
watch math soon.
Shout out to John there.
Yeah. John, still available.
All right, boys, let's move on to our take the two multi for the week. So I'll lead off with Vossi. He wants to take the Sharks off scratch. What do you want, Frosty?
Storm off the scratch for me.
Oh,
Uh,
wow. He's starting to
Mm.
shit himself, mate.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah.
Too much
I'll,
pulsating going on,
Yes.
eh?
I could have easily gone him 13 plus, but it's people on the streets are ridiculing me, so I can't.
Well,
Mm.
that's good.
okay, well, I'll take the Titans to win.
Yeah, right. Then I'll as I said before, I'll take the Tigers. I think $2.22
Mm.
might
That
is a
that's
little bit of drinking money potentially at the end of the.
yeah. Well, if that gets up, it's $9.50. So we'll probably lose it on the Saturday there.
Oh, pressure's off me then, isn't it?
Yeah, me too.
Uh,
All right, so we'll move on. We're going to do it different now, due to a request from Uncle Bob. We do joke of the week. So who wants to fire away first?
I can do it.
Oh, here we go.
So why did the Scarecrow win the award?
Oh,
Because he was outstanding in his field.
that's an old one. It's good. It's
Thank
good.
you.
Yep.
Yeah, I was happy. That's some good. There you go, Uncle Bob.
he likes it. I reckon he'll give a thumbs up to that.
Hopefully.
While we're on a roll, Frenchie, go away.
While we're on the roll.
Short and sweet.
Did you hear about the two people who stole the calendar? They each got 6 months.
Awesome. Very good.
Oh, now
Just
there's
for
pressure on me.
It
Gee,
yeah.
is.
I've never done a joke, so wow, this
I had neither.
could go pear-shaped. So, what did the jockey say to the horse when the horse fell over? Giddy up!
Very good.
Hopefully
We don't
everyone,
need Vossi anymore to do the jokes.
hopefully everyone enjoyed that. But give us a bit of feedback, definitely, Uncle Bob, and let us know what you think.
Mm,
And I might add to that too. If someone's got a joke and they want to sling it through, what do you reckon, French?
Yep.
definitely.
Yeah. Mate, we've got a number. You can give us a call. No dramas. We'll put that in the comments for you. So you can
Mm,
copy and paste that into your little phone there. Let us know. Voice recordings are funny sometimes. Some are not. Some are drunk. But let us know. If you have a joke, if you have a meme, if you're good at Photoshop, please hit me up.
Where are they hitting you up on, other than the phone number, French? Just
Um, my
go through your
letterbox.
Facebook again.
Mate, on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, tips at takethe2.com. And you can also get to us somehow else via fax machine. I don't know. You'll find a way. YouTube. I'll read the comments. Let us know.
So on who did we end up giving a cap away to? French, was it?
I think we have to send that one to Uncle Bob, is it?
Yeah, good on you.
Yep.
We've
mm,
also got some. Where are we? A bit hard to see that, isn't it? Oh, that's
it
a.
Mm.
is. We can't see it.
I say that.
No.
Uh, Stubby holders.
Yeah.
Dude,
Just.
Yeah.
wow. I'm gonna have to apologise for that audio again next week. So if you keep coming through with some feedback and some comments and keyboard warriors, we'll start sending some of the old caps and stubby holders out to you. So all right, boys, that wraps it up. Another week done and dusted. We hope you've all enjoyed your brain numbing experience. Hopefully your team goes well on the weekend. Hopefully our tips go well. Hopefully we get off the mark with our multi. As French said, keep firing away some of that feedback and criticism. We love to hear it. We definitely have a good laugh with it. And don't forget to like and subscribe all the socials that are going on all our medias. Is that how you do it there?
I think it's down that side. I'm not sure.
Look. All right, boys. If you're ever in doubt, take the 2, and we'll see you next week.
See you later.
Good night.